Hello there, and welcome to the Ultra Films YouTube channel. I am William, aka The Walker, and today we are going to review episode 1 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Grab your lightsabers, grab your blasters, and let's get going. Okay, so to start off with the episode, they start off with a nice, awesome recap of the events of the prequels, from episode 1 through episode 3. What happens in the events of Obi-Wan, Anakin, Padme, and the rest of the other characters. After that, the series starts off with a Jedi Master training the younglings. If you notice, the younglings, one of the younglings was Reva, the youngling Reva, as she was training with the Jedi Master and their thing. And as they were still training, Order 60 happens and chaos happens all over the Jedi Temple. Obviously, they do their best to try to escape, and unfortunately, there is to no avail. The Jedi Master gets shot down by the clone troopers, and all around through the Jedi Temple, you hear Palpatine say, "Execute Order 66" through the comms of the clone troopers. Unfortunate end for most of them. 10 years have passed after those events. We go back into Tatooine and we go into the town called Anchorhead, where everything really seems normal, and then out of nowhere, we get a huge introduction to the Jedi Inquisitors. We see the Grand Inquisitor, we see Reva, who has now been corrupted by the dark side, well, mostly by the Inquisitors, and the fifth brother. Fifth brother, if you know who that is, you know. Let me know. Anyway, so they begin to search around through a local little pub bar of a Tatooine. They try to ask, where is this, rogue Jedi that is hiding from us? We're going to try to find him. They try to explain, the Jedi cannot resist to help and save people as they try to be heroes. As for a good example, Reva throws a knife at one of the cooks or the bartenders, and then you see a random rogue Jedi using his hand, uses the Force to try to save him, and pretty much no avail. He escapes and they don't get him. Unfortunately, that gets him a little bit upset. Reva tries to say, why are we going at this guy? We should go after Kenobi. But, everyone presumes, well, the Inquisitors and most of the Empire believe at that time Kenobi is dead. He cannot be found. He's long gone. Fast forward a little bit later into the episode, we get to see what was going on with Obi-Wan Kenobi as he is working inside of a meat factory or a food harvester. They're harvesting one of those creatures from the dunes, which was really good. And Obi-Wan's just living a normal life. As you can see, he's pretty much broken down. A lot has happened. The man is broken. I kind of feel sorry for him, but, you know, he's living the daily routine of a normal civilian man, cutting pieces of meat. As you notice he takes some and feeds it to his animal. After that, Kenobi ends the day and he has nightmares. Apparently, he appears to have nightmares of what happens from the events of Episode 3 and everything. And as he's having his nightmares, he is trying to call out his former master, Qui-Gon, which I'm hoping we get to see him later on as the Force goes in the later episodes. I don't know which one, but we will see him. Fast forward a little bit, we get a huge surprise from as we go to the planet of Alderaan, which we get to see the inside of Alderaan, which we have not seen Alderaan like that before, but we have seen, the outside of Alderaan. But yeah, so we get in there and we have a huge interest with little Leia as she is all she got bigger and like she is awesome, a great character. I love her. She's very, sass, everything. She's very she has very adventurous, which pretty much, if you notice, pretty much it reminds her of her mother, which is Padme. Moving on as well, we have a royal party, and we get to see, her mother's side of the family, her sisters, her brothers, and her other side, and little Leia is just a straight up little savage who just gives a huge stats to her older cousins, which was that kind of pretty funny. Everything there, everything's going on. It was really crazy. I personally enjoyed that, which was really nice. Everything's going on. We also get to see C-3PO in the royal party as well. So we go to there and all that stuff. So, everything's going really well and everything. After the party, everything's going well. She goes back into the forest as she's climbing, enjoying it, and then she runs into these looks like bounty hunters, which I thought there might be other inquisitors, but they're random thugs, bounty hunters, random thugs actually, random thugs, and they try to trap down little Leia, and unfortunately, they grab her and all that stuff, and they take her away. Well, while that's going on, Obi-Wan Kenobi is doing his best, recuperate his new life in the life of Tatooine. Making trades with the Jawa, doing this and that, everything. And he tries to go back, this and that, and everything else. He's trying try to come to it, but the man is broken, pretty much. Either way, Obi-Wan tries to do something nice for Luke to give him a nice like a T-16 model ship. But unfortunately, Uncle Owen does not like that. So I stay away from him. Stay away from us. We don't need your help. Leave us alone. And unfortunately, they're not in good terms. Obviously, Uncle Ben does not like those type of people. The Inquisitors come back. They try to look. They're still looking for this for the Rogue Jedi, but unfortunately, to no luck, they still cannot find him yet. Obviously. And unfortunately, Reva she cuts her hand on a random civilian, saying, "Why should we do this?" And not a good idea. And there's a little bit of tension, and then she turns into Uncle Owen, and unfortunately, she tries her best, and says that if they don't find the Rogue Jedi, then this farmer, and his family are gonna die by our hands if we don't find the Rogue Jedi. Uncle Owen does what he does. He does not, reveal Obi-Wan or anyone else, and Obi-Wan goes back to him and say, "Thank you." Thank you. But Uncle Owen says, "I didn't do it for you. I did it for Luke." They're still not good terms, but yeah. Well, that was Obi-Wan receives a transmission call saying that, what's it called, the Bail Organa and his wife, they call him, they say, little Leia has been kidnapped, and they want Ben to help him. And he says, "No, I can't." And before all that, early on the episode, early on the episodes, what's it called? Early on the episodes, Kenobi meets with the Rogue Jedi, trying to say, "Hey, I need you to come. Let's team up. Let's help each other out." But unfortunately, he says, "No, I can't. Hide your lightsaber, bury it in the middle of the desert. I'm not the same Jedi who I used to be." Because as you can tell, it's broken. He's hurt, and that's the best we can do from there. But unfortunately, he can't do it. And they try so many times to help him out, but unfortunately not. So yeah, once he denies both, the Rogue Jedi and Senator Bail Organa and his wife. Bail Organa later on in the episode, after he comes back, he goes and sees him personally, saying, "You have to help me. You need to step up. The boy is not doing anything. You have to go and save her. Go get her." And with his great courage, Obi-Wan says, "Fine, what? The time has come. I must go save him." So he takes this animal and he goes into the middle desert and goes and digs up his lightsaber. He digs up his lightsaber, and as you can see in the lightsaber, there's his lightsaber and there's Anakin's lightsaber. So the time has come that he has to go back to Anchorhead. He buys the passes to the planet called Dailu, which we're going to talk about in episode 2 in a few minutes. And then he becomes Obi-Wan the hero. And that's how the episode ends. Obi-Wan's ready to become a hero once more. Well, semi-hero, but he's going to do his best to try to save Leia and the thugs who are being hired by Reva, as he's going to try his best to lure him into her trap. We shall see if that happens. Now, moving on to episode 2 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yes, two videos in one. What do you know? Surprise, surprise. As you can see, I have my notes here. And, I like to write things down, Nice little notes here. So yeah, let's review episode 2 of Kenobi. So we go on to this new planet called Dailu, which is a really nice, sluggish, casino-ish planet, which is nothing but scum and villainy there. Very nice. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Nar Shaddaa or other planets from the Outer Rim or maybe in the Mid Rim, if you let me know. Oh yeah, before I finish reviewing episode 2, please let me know what's your favorite moment for episode 1. And as well, please let me know what was your favorite moments in episode 2 in the comments below. So let's get started. So yeah, we start off with the planet Dailu. As Obi-Wan lands safely, and Obi-Wan searches around the streets for Dailu. He wants to see what's going on. We see a lot of different, a lot of events happening. A lot of thuggish, a lot of creatures. Obviously, not a good place. But yeah, as he walks by, we see what's everyone's most surprised cameo is a clone trooper veteran asking for change. And if you recognize who that was, that is, that's our very own. That's our own very own Boba Fett / Jango actually, but yeah, Jango who's portrays as every clone trooper and he's the voice of every clone trooper. he is now having like a nice little special small cameo saying, "Please spare me some credits" and all that stuff. And it looks like Obi-Wan's having a little bit of PST or something. It's like, oh my god, yeah. Because unfortunately, at that time, the clone troopers are useless now, and it's all about the Empire is now using humans now. They're no longer interested in the clones. So yeah, that left them a little bit stranded. So unfortunately, yeah, a nice cameo for Django, and yeah, well, not the actor that plays Django. Sorry, I don't want to get him. Moving on forward. Uh, moving on forward, Konobi still looks around trying to see if he can find any intel. He runs to like a small little kid saying, I'm looking for someone kidnapped a girl. And he says, there's a Jedi, and the kid says, there's a Jedi that can help you. And he says, oh, really? Really? There's a Jedi. So they go and see to the Jedi, and they say, hey, this guy could help us, this and that. So yeah, so they run into the Jedi who I forgot the actor's name, but yeah, it's one of the Jedi's, supposed Jedi, but he does his best. He says, you will be safe here. I am a real Jedi. I will get you safe passage to get you off this planet. And the mother and the child who appears to be who is force sensitive, they believe. So yeah, so they're trying to get off the planet, saying to keep that child safe and everything. And yeah, they try their best. He takes some of his, at least half of the money, or at least some of the money from them, and he tells one of his other things, okay, they're on their way. Make sure they get good past. So I guess he's kind of like a good heart slash heart, but unfortunately he's not a real Jedi. He's a fake Jedi. Because nobody knows down the way, saying this and that. So he gets help with them, saying help me with that, and yeah. And just like that, they look around. Obi-Wan still looks for Kenobi. Obi-Wan still looks for the girl, and the word gets out saying that word gets out that he sneaks in, and he found the girl, see where they are, in like this weird spice drug lab area, which is, I guess they got spice and other stuff as well, because Spice runs that town. It's like the latest drug and all that. So Kenobi still goes. He goes a little bit corrupt. He uses a blaster, this and that, which is really weird because you rarely see Kenobi use like handguns, like because Kenobi's like so uncivilized. If you notice that, because he doesn't use blasters, he's just that. But yeah, Kenobi does his best to convert this and all that stuff. The trap has been set, so yeah, they're hoping to get to him. They get trapped in. The thugs beat him up a little bit, and the guy says, I don't believe Jedi's ever bleed," which is wow, unbelievable. But yeah, Kenobi gets beat up, gets wrapped up, and there's been a trap for the girl. So yeah, he continues to fight. He fights all the thugs. He throws down one of those, I think, kind of like gas or one of the spices that affects them, and unfortunately, he gets away, and the thugs are a little bit hurt in this, and Reva comes in saying, "Where is he?" And that leads them up to saying a huge bounty on saying, all over the planet, that he becomes wanted. He's here, he becomes wanted, and boom. And then his name's all over on the hollow cam and everything. He becomes the Jedi's most wanted, pretty much. So yeah, he finds little Leia. He sets him free. Unfortunately, Lola, her joy, which I forgot to introduce her in episode 1, which it's an awesome job broken down. So yeah, he saves her, and they try to escape, but she's like saying, who are you? She's pretty much saying, who are you? Who sent you? Where's the army? As she thinks her father could send an army if they want to, but that's not gonna work. So yeah, So yeah, she frees her. They get away. They try to find disguises, but unfortunately, as I said earlier in the video, word gets out, and he's now wanted, this and that. They run to one of the bounty hunters. Obi-Wan takes him out easily, and she's asking all these questions. He's very wet. She's like that, and Obi-Wan just realized saying, "Oh my gosh, she's just like her mother, which is Padme." She's like, "You're just like your mother," and she promises, says, "What is it?" She's like, "You remind me of someone who," and she doesn't want to say your mother, but like yeah, she doesn't want to tell that shit because yeah, they do that just like her mom. They do her mom. They get away. They do their best to get away. Bounty hunters, they're doing their best to get away. She loses that. They get together. And they still run, and now you know. Now the bounty's going at them. They're shitting him left to right on the rooftops, which is very nice on the rooftop. Revan is there. She's just waiting patiently whether or not see where is he. And once she hears a blast from the distance, she makes her way through there, and she just straight up parkours which is pretty cool. It just shows off her abilities, what she can do, what she can do. While the Grand Inquisitor and the other Inquisitor are like, what is she doing? What is she trying to do here? And unfortunately, they figure out saying that, oh, she's still trying to battle Konami. What the hell? They're not very happy with her, which is obviously the Inquisitors are gonna go. They're gonna have like their own little kill evil thing. Obviously, they don't. They're trying to one up each other. They're trying to get favors. This and that, and it's not gonna end well. So yeah, obviously, they're not happy with that. So yeah, they meet up with the fake Jedi again. They say, listen, we're gonna help you. We get you to a cargo hold or cargo bay, and no one's not gonna look for you there. But like before that, Leia's in trouble. She falls off the roof, and she hangs on from a rope and is saying, "So help me, please, Ben, please help me." He's trying her best to grab, but she falls, and then right at the hero moment, Obi-Wan uses the Force and saves her. And I'm like, oh wow, which is really nice. After all that, they finally get to the cargo with the help of the guy, with the help of the fake Jedi. And fortunately, he tries to hold off Riva, but unfortunately, that was not successful. Not very successful. As overpowers him like nothing, and pretty much uses the Force to grab some information to say where is he, and the girl. She finds out saying, okay, that's where he is. So yeah, they go into the cargo bay. They are slowly making their way to that to make sure it's not a trap or anything like that. As they look, they're safe. He gets ready, but before they can escape, Riva shows up saying, Obi-Wan, I know you're here. So Obi-Wan tells little Leia to go into the ship, and if I don't return, just start off and run away without me. He hides, you know, and Riva reveals one big thing, saying, you don't know about Anakin Skywalker. He lives, as she reveals, and Obi-Wan's really surprised. He's like, what? Impossible. It's kind of like reminds him of Luke, like, no, that's not true. Impossible. So yeah, he lives. Uh, Reva says Anakin Skywalker lives in this and that. Just before he could try, get to her, the Grand Inquisitor comes in saying, that's enough. And Reva trying to convince the Grand Inquisitor, saying, he's here, I know he's here, he's hiding somewhere. And, and the Grand Inquisitor tries to lecture Reva, saying the key to hunting Jedi is patience and all that. So, she pretty much, Grand Inquisitor tells Reva to stand down. I will show you how it's done. And that kind of annoys Reva a little bit, and Reva literally just stabs him in the gut, which I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's dead at all. He is not dead. If you follow the series from Rebels, he does not die. Events of that, he's still alive. So I'm sure they're going to reveal it maybe in episode 2 how he survives, but yeah, he is not dead. He is not dead, and yeah, that gives time for Obi-Wan to escape, and both her and Leia escape, and as before the episode ends, Obi-Wan, I think he just goes to the Force and he just looks to his thing and he says Anakin. And to a big surprise, at the end of this episode, we see Hayden Christensen inside his tank, just chilling and open his eyes as we see armorless Darth Vader in this tank, which was a really big surprise and a good way to end the episode, which was like, oh my god, that's awesome. And that wraps about what we see from there, and those are the first 2 episodes of episode 1. Now, for my personal, I enjoyed both episodes. They were very good. I personally enjoyed them. The Vader at the end and everything. So yeah, it was definitely a good start for both. It's definitely a good start for the Kenobi series. I enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the episode, please let me know in the comments. As we wrap things up, we are going to end the video here today. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you like, please, and if you please, like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us grow more and to dish out more content. Please check out our other videos. I hope you have a good day. Enjoy your night or day. And may the Force be with you always.